Okay, here we go. This is going to be my first video with the gimbal here. Not that I really need it for this kind of thing, but at least it just holds it there and I not have to like juggle and hold the camera and all that stuff. So, I'm gonna do a pedal board video. Oh joy, oh joy. So if you're not really an electric guitarist, this probably isn't for you, this video. Um, if you are a guitarist nerdish kind of person, then maybe you would like it. It's not, for everybody what I do, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. And this is my basically my live rig and also a recording rig. And yeah, and I'll explain all the things that are on it. I've always found it amazing whenever I go to a show and I see someone with a pedal board and I look and I see how they run this stuff. I'm like, wow, I would have never thought of that. I'd never thought of that. But I don't know. So these are the things that, the sounds that you need to have on your board are the things that you need to get your sound across. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to change my shot and going to show you what's going on with this. Okay, cool. Here we go. Here we be. This is it. So it's a pedal train board and it's got Velcro stickies on it and I don't love it. And the case for the board, what is it? Yeah, pedal train. Their case is crap. My zippers are gone. All of them are gone on it. I don't know what to do. Anyway, here's the signal flow. So the guitar goes in to the tuner first. It goes to this chorus pedal next, this vibrato pedal next, into this spectrum filter pedal. And then we go to my newest pedal here, which is this compressor pedal, which I'm really digging a lot. It's pretty cool. Into this distortion box here, this heavy hand, which is really a very cool distortion box, and then into this, which is another distortion box. This is what a hot rod pedal, Origin Effects hot rod pedal. Then I have a boost, just a clean boost. Actually, yeah, and then it goes out into, and I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit onto this simplifier pedal. And I don't love this pedal, but this enables me to do quite a bit. I don't like the sound so much from this pedal, but it enables me to do a lot because I can have it. It's basically like an amp. It's a 0-watt amp. And wow, I'm like not even in the microphone here. And it's and so I can have an effects loop, which is really kind of what I like to do. And it sort of simulates either a Fender or a like AC30 or a Marshall. I don't know what vintage Marshall, probably Super Lead, I would think, maybe. And you can do all sorts of stuff with it. I'm not going to go into deep dive here, but you can, I don't actually, the buttons don't do that much, quite honestly. There's not that much tone coming out of this thing. So, and it is what it is. I get a basic tone out of it, right? And then what's in my loop sort of helps sweeten the deal because this EQ is sorry, I'm going away from the microphone. This EQ is the next very cool thing. I'll demo all this stuff. I'll put the thing down, but I just wanted you to see, right? It goes, my loop goes into the EQ first and then into my collider pedal, which is a delay reverb unit, which is, I can switch my presets for that with this MIDI pedal, right? I can, program 1, 2, 3, and you'll see that it switches here, right? So, yeah, so that's that. And Then I also have this pedal here, this Roland, which is enables me to add within the programs of this collider pedal. It enables me to add or take away reverb or whatever I want to, whatever I want to access on the pedal, I can change it with this pedal. So yeah, that's basically it. I have let's see, I've got, oh, look at my socks. They're awesome. My niece gave me these. They say I'm gaming. Anyway, probably not. Shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so I'll do some demos of the sounds and we'll get to it. Cool. There's my little setup. Hopefully you can see enough of this and, see enough. So let's see. So this is just going straight through into this Humboldt simplifier pedal, which is that white one there, which is my basic just straight tone, right? This is set up under the Marshall, believe it or not. But for me, it's really giving me, I think, a very Fendery sort of like deluxe or something like that kind of a sound. I don't set my clean tone. I like to be clean. A lot of guitar players like a little bit of grind in there. The only way I can get enough signal out of it is to put the gain up a little bit on this thing. But I try to stop it before it gets to the breakup point. And you can do all sorts of stuff with this. You can change your cabinets, what preamp tubes you want with it, and it's all it's a long way to go for nothing because it's not really doing it for me. I know there's other ones out there, but none of them have an effects loop, so there you go. Or at least I'm not hip to them. So okay, so that's my regular sound, and you can hear it's not bad, but when I step on old EQ, it's kind of just more. And I add you can see sort of the way my EQ curve is sort of dipped to take out some mids and, put some highs in it. Okay, so that's that. And that's my basic clean tone. I guess next I would probably, put some reverb in there, just to, and I can vary that with this pedal over here. Right. So depending on the reverb patch that I have, and like if I have a real yeah. So I can get that kind of a thing going on if I want to. So that's sort of, I'll just go through what we've got. So there's my reverb and you can see my MIDI mouse going through. Then here's my chorus. It's a Corona chorus, and with these TC Electronics, you can have whatever kind of chorus pedal you want. They have all these little algorithms that you can get. This is basically set up for a Ersatz sort of CE1, which is a great old Roland chorus pedal, which was like a boat anchor. It was a great pedal back in the day, and so it just gives you that. It's a one-trick pony. Right? It just gives you wideness and movement. Next would be my vibrato pedal, which is sort of a work in progress. I'm not loving any of the stuff. I don't really use it as much as I want to. But it'll give you anything from a silly to wow, 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 whatever you want. There it is set up for, let's see if I can, well, I think you basically get that. Next is this spectrum pedal, which I'll get into in a bit. It goes through that and into this compressor pedal. And this compressor pedal, I just got it. It is, what is it? It's called an Hourglass. I forget the company. But it is a double compressor pedal, which is kind of cool because this compression is very light. But you can really hear that it really adds body and sustain, even though I have it not slapping it really hard, right? So that's the way I have the first one, and I can almost leave that on all night long and be happy with it just being on. This is more of, what you would use for picking things and funk parts or what have you. I don't know. Let's see. You can add them both together if you're so inclined, which is a really kind of thing. Well, you'll see it, because next what we do is we go to our distortion boxes. So the heavy hand, which is a king tone heavy hand, this thing is really great. Most of these pedals aren't really very cheap, but it's what old guys do with their hard-earned money. So so this pedal to me is really very Americana kind of pedal. Like if I wanted to Stones kind of thing, or any kind of grind, right? I can dial down the volume a little bit and I can get right. So it's a very great for things like rock and roll things. That's what I sort of use it for like Americana styled rock and roll. This guy here I adore too. This is my basic Marshall in a box. This Hot Rod Origins Effects Hot Rod pedal, because you can really hear, wow. It's just very British. It has that British sound for anything kind of metally. Right, so there you go for that. Couple that with the compressor, you kind of have sustain for days. Put it with a tight reverb and you've got, right, your basic AC/DC machine. Anyway, then I have this boost, which really I don't really use, but if I find that I'm underpowered, there I go. And I don't have it up very much. It's probably just a dB louder or something, but it's pretty amazing. The next thing that we would go through would be this spectrum filter pedal, which I kind of, I mean, I don't know. I never have any chance to use it, but I love it. It's this thing is very versatile, but it kind of does this. Right, you can hear. It's got an octave and it has a, you know, an envelope filter there. And there's various settings that I have for it. Um, here's a, let's see. So if I just dry it up. Right, kind of freaky. Here's a bootsy kind of sound. It's backwards wah. Already did that one. I have this madness where if I come down low, it gives me a kind of a ring modulator sound. If I goose up the volume, so that does that, which I can never use it for anything, but basically you've got it all. That's my board in a nutshell. What happens is as I come out of this Humboldt, you can see these two blue cables out of the top there, and I split it. It's actually a stereo rig, believe it or not, and I run it to. I have a power amp. I have a Crown power amp, which is like 22,000 watts, all in all. But ironically, it doesn't give me very much volume. I'm just going out through two 8-ohm cabinets, and for some reason, I'm pinged at the amount of clean headroom that I'd like to have. So it's always a work in progress. But anyway, that'll give you a good idea of this particular pedal board. All right. Anyway, so now you know what I know about that. I did all that stuff with my sparkly blue Strat. In case anyone wants to know what those tones are, there are noiseless pickups in the front, and it's what is it? It's a Duncan hot rail in the bridge. Pretty much stock Mexican, what is it called, a player deluxe or a deluxe player. I have locking tuners, and I have a Blade Runner bridge on that, but I'll do some more videos with playing and stuff, but I don't know. I think that's a pretty good I don't know what, little sample of Joel Newman's live sound, such as it is. All right, later. We'll see you next time.